This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. in the gun. Here's Simmons. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Wow, man. I knew I should have ran away. I knew I should have got the fuck away from him.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Wants to throw on 1st. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 1st downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Great job by the back on the option. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find room for the big play. We stopped that for a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Rid of it on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the
intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing deep. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. Stopped right there.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Working on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, the defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, and this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll ride him again. Defense all over it.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Inside the 35. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Missouri! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Gets open down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
2nd down to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and long coming up. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wide.
Wow, bro, he threw that bitch low as fuck.
That's number 17 on the year. Turning it on. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lucky to get it off.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one.
He's going for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Simmons. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him. In that last play, is his 10th sack of the season.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job getting their ears back and getting home.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got him, and nobody's close. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Drops back on first down. Still looking.
Wow, what kind of pass is that, bro?
Can swing momentum.
What kind of pass is that?
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's
I seen him deep too, bro. Come on.
You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are. You better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he cruises his way to the house.
You want to go get that.
Touchdown, Tiger.
Right, that's on.
But that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Here comes the two-point try.
That man shit, bro.
What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Left side, it's Sategna. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this.
What kind of
He is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third
Damn, I saw him late though.
Just a small return, but
You got your break, bruh.
Have it now at the 45.
Damn.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Simmons. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not thrown from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
On third down, here's Hardy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. This is a design run. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Mizzou will use its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Simmons to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Half time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the number 20 team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's NC State with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return.
That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start in the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well,
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Mateer.
Oh, I missed him. And why he throw behind him? What the fuck is he doing?
Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What the fuck, man? Tighten up, P.
And the extra point
What the
is
fuck,
good,
man?
and it's a 4-point lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that can play up tempo and make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap as the quarterback.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And there you see his playmaking ability. Golly, like for a quarterback to be able to do this and just take off and outrun a defense, it shows you how athletic these guys are. They're big-time playmakers. And the moment the defense doesn't focus on them, they'll take off and they'll take it to the house.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Playing your worst game of the season, bro. At home. Final home game.
Tigers sending out their offense.
QB wide. Sorry. Yeah.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Just smothered on the play.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Hardy again. Swapped immediately.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Simmons. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
They'll give it to Hardy, fighting off the defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense.
Good stop, fellas. Hey, yeah, big time. Damn.
They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. He's loose at the 15. Breaks into the open. The 50. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Drops back. It's Mateer. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Makes the grab in the corner. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They go play action with Simmons. And they can't make the connection. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Simmons. Going long. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
On the move. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
3rd and long right here. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Right side, it's Blaylock. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and how about that? On 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Throwing Simmons. Fires to the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Upstairs to make the catch. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Hardy. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Just going to keep it after the snap. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up forward.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
No matter how much college football changes, real time, and all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe.